Ranking the best running backs in Madden 24. We are back here with some more reveals. Today we got running backs and we got a ton of good cards to go over. Now I'm going to do this top 10 style. You can see all 10 choices right here. And starting us out at number 10, the choice that I think is the worst is going to be my guy right here, Rhamondre Stevenson. So Rhamondre Stevenson, the whole thing for me is the fact that he's only 81 speed, right? And 81 speed, I don't even feel like this card is that bad. I don't feel like he's unusable day one. I really don't think he's that bad. He just seems to be like an okay running back. I'm curious to know like Raheem Mostert's speed. I'm anticipating him getting probably like an 80, maybe like a 79 or something. But yeah, he's 6 foot, 227. So a pretty like solidly built back, I guess I would say. Has 73 catching, which the catch rating, a lot of times to have good catching, they should have good short route running, maybe medium route running. I don't expect a lot of these running backs to hit like 70 for any of that, any of those thresholds. But I do think him overall, he's just solid. Like 83 truck, 79 agility is a little bit low, but 80 break tackle, 83 carry. Again, I just think he's really solid. Don't think he's going to make a ton of big plays for you. I think he'll just be like 3 yards in a cloud of dust, I guess I would say. Now, right after him, I am going to have Alvin Kamara. And this is a card that I feel like I may be underrating because he's going to be so good in the receiving game. I think the slightly lower catching, I guess I would say, I think Rhamondre Stevenson, right? Rhamondre Stevenson actually had more catching than Alvin Kamara. What? That's kind of crazy to me. But Kamara is overall, again, really solid. 81 speed, 83 acceleration, 81 agility as well. Has 82 break tackle, basically hitting like 80 for everything. I'm curious to know his short route running though. I hope it's 70. One of the more, again, okay backs in the game. I think he could really do it all. And I really am a big time fan of using Alvin Kamara cards. So this is a card day one that I myself am going to be trying out. And I could see him playing really, really good again as a pass catcher out the backfield. That is really valuable again at the start of the year. Not everyone can have the good route running, can have the good catching. Now we're here with number 8 and it gets a little bit harder for me. At number 8, I'm probably going to say Tony Pollard, and I think him and Kamara could low-key kind of be swapped. It just really depends because Tony Pollard's catching is low and his trucking is low, but he has a little bit better physical stats with 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 80 agility, 83 break tackle. He's a little bit bigger than Kamara as well, 6 foot 210. Change of direction, only 79, has 86 carry this time. But the catching does kind of throw me off a little bit. I don't know how good of a receiver he's going to be. I think Kamara could be a little bit better than him with that. So again, I could see him and Kamara flip-flopping, but for right now, I'm going to say Tony Pollard looks to be the better card just because a little bit more physical stats. And at number 7 for me, it is going to be Josh Jacobs. This is a card that I think they did kind of dirty. He is an 86 overall, which is the highest you can go for a pure core elite. He's 5'10", 220. The main issue I have is speed, but he looks to be a break tackle machine with 87 break tackle, one of the highest you're going to see in this game. Has 83 acceleration as well. Doesn't seem like he can do a lot as a receiver with only 61 catching. To me, where this card shines is that break tackle, man. That break tackle could be really, really big to start the year. And again, he's 5'10", 220, so it's like he's slightly more like, I guess I would say stocky kind of back, a little bit thick paws. I don't think he's terrible. I think the speed leaves a little bit to be desired, but him compared to Kamara and Tony Pollard, the reason he's above them is, again, I think this break tackle rating is actually really, really high to start the year, and I think that could be valuable. And at number 6 right here, I am going to go ahead and have Austin Ekeler. So Austin Ekeler coming in at number 6 right here. This is probably all the way around just a really great back. This should probably be the second best pure receiving back in the game. He's 5'10", 200 pounds, so a little bit, I guess I would say, shorter and not like as built as some of the other running backs we're going to cover. Has 83 acceleration, 82 agility, 82 speed. This time, the break tackle, the carry, the catching all in the 80s. That is some of the highest catching you're going to see at the start of the year. And I think he is for sure locked in someone that should at least have 70 short route running. I don't see a world where Austin Ekeler's card does not have 70 short route running. That would throw me off completely. Now, at number 5 right here, I am going to go ahead and have Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, again, very similar to what I was saying about Josh Jacobs. It's just he's a little bit faster this time. So he's 5'11", 227. Pretty similar build to Josh Jacobs as well. Has 83 speed, 80 acceleration, 82 change of direction. The agility is really, really low. Like that agility is pretty rough. But again, 87 break tackle, 85 carry. He's going to be someone that should break a lot of tackles. The catching does worry me a little bit. Doesn't look like he's going to be a great receiving back to start the year, but I do think that speed, that break tackle combo, I think he is a usable running back day one. He should be really, really good for you. And now we're going to number 4 right here. Kind of surprised. I feel like they did this card a tad bit dirty. This is a card though that it's so preference. I could see why you would have him at like number 8 or I could see why you would have him at number 1, which is so crazy. But Derrick Henry, the toughest card we have today to rank, the toughest one by far. So the whole reason why he's here, in my opinion, 6'3", 255. He is just built, right? And that height, that weight, it's not just the break tackle rating that involves him like breaking tackles, falling forward. He has good truck as well. But being that size, he should run through some of the defensive linemen, some of the safeties at linebacker you should play. And personally, this is the running back I want on my team day 1, but objectively, do I think he is the best one? It's very tough for me to say. It really depends on what scheme you want to run, because 82 speed, obviously not out of this world, and 80 acceleration, 74 agility, 69 change of direction, all really rough. Doesn't really offer you anything as a pass catcher as well, with only 56 catching, and he really never has good route running to start the year. But this again is a card that is all about his size, pause, that trucking, that break tackle. He should be an absolute force day 1 of Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Now we are officially in the top 3. At number 3 for me, I am gonna have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley's starter running back card every single year is just always so balanced, man. And that's why I really like this card. This is another person that I could see being my day 1 running back. I really like this card. 5'11", 233. So he has like the build for a good running back. 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 85 agility, 81 change direction. Just again, so balanced, right? Just really so balanced. 84 break tackle, 86 carry, 75 truck. It's like basically every stat you would want from Saquon. It's basically in the 80s. And again, that's why I always like his cards, just period. He also has 63 catching as well. Honestly, that's not too bad to start the year. It's obviously not like 70. When we start getting to 70, I feel a little bit more comfortable. Curious to know what his short route running is. I don't really expect it to be in the 70s. I think it would probably be like maybe 60. But yeah, Saquon's another person that if you're starting him day 1, I don't see the problem with it. I think he is extremely usable, and I think he'll be really good for you. Now at number 2 for me, I am gonna have Jonathan Taylor. Congratulations, we now have the new fastest player, or tied for fastest player in the game, with Jonathan Taylor right here. 84 speed. I believe that's the fastest we've seen so far, which is kind of crazy because defensive ends are 83 speed. Kind of nuts, right? But Jonathan Taylor, 5'10", 226, 83 acceleration, 77 agility, 770 change of direction. That can be like argued for a reason for him to be below Saquon. The catching, I feel like, is a wash. He just has one more speed. But if you want to argue Saquon above Jonathan Taylor, I'm not here to say you're wrong. I can totally get behind that argument. 84 break tackle, 82 carry as well. This is again kind of like, I think he will be a cheaper version of who I have number 1, because again, just so far, no one else in the game has that 84 speed. And at our number 1 spot, it's got to be the one card we haven't covered yet, and that is going to be Mr. Christian McCaffrey himself. I think this card looks kind of ridiculous to start the year. Now, he won't fit everyone's playstyle, obviously, because 5'11", 205. I don't feel like him and Derrick Henry are going to have 2 completely different playstyles. Derrick Henry is going to fit some of y'all's offense perfect to a T. Other people, like CMC fits my offense very well, but I kind of want a big back that's going to break a lot of tackles. CMC, I just think, is overall stats-wise the best. 84 speed with 86 agility, 86 acceleration, 85 change of direction. This combo of physical stats right here is actually insane based on what we've seen so far. Should be top in physical stats in the game, period. He has 77 break tackle. Would like to see that in the 80s, but it's not the end of the world. Great carry. And also, he is the best pure receiving back in the game. He has 78 catching, and I can almost guarantee Christian McCaffrey will have 70 short route running. I don't see a world where he doesn't. And something you're going to notice is, right, his archetype, receiving back. Let's go to the other like receiving backs, right? Austin Ekeler right here, he's an elusive back. And if we go to Alvin Kamara, he's an elusive back as well. So that's also, I would say, a rare archetype, which having this archetype could mean he gets short in, he gets backfield mismatch, he gets backfield master, kind of speculating at this point. But I feel like having those archetypes, like some when receivers drop, if we see any slot arcs, that is actually a really big arc to get, because like slot arcs got short in the league, got short out of the league for 1 AP at the start of the year. We don't know a ton about the ability system yet, but I did just want to go ahead and point that out. But yeah, y'all, this has been my thoughts on the 10 running backs, the top 10 running back overall wise for Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Who are you picking up? Who are you rocking day 1 of Madden 24 Ultimate Team. But me, myself, like I was saying, I kind of want to use Saquon or I want to use Derrick Henry. That's the two I'm between. Obviously, I'm not saying they're the best. I just feel like they fit my offense, what I want to do a little bit better than, say, Christian McCaffrey. If you want to see that live, you want to see me build my team live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We have been grinding the streams over there, and we will be streaming every single day of Madden 24, so I would love to see y'all over there. I'd love to talk to y'all. I'd love to talk about how y'all are building your teams. Just let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, y'all, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. They revealed the top 10 middle linebackers for Madden 24 Ultimate Team.